Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack for today's video. I have a 2023 Mazda CX-30 Turbo Premium Plus. I'm going to show you around the vehicle, show you the various different features, taking a short test drive, and give you my final verdict. As always, please sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Looking at the outside of the 23 Mazda CX-30 Turbo Premium Plus, this is your key fob right here. You have lock, unlock, trunk release, as well as a panic button. Of course, we have the Mazda logo inscripted on the front of the key fob. This is a fully loaded Premium Plus Turbo. As equipped, it's about $37,000, dressed in this deep crystal blue exterior color. You can see up front, you do have full LED lighting with the LED turn signal right there at the bottom. The new Mazda grille right there. You of course do have the full sense of driver assistance technology with a front view camera right there. This does have a 360 camera. When you see this paint with the sunlight, it really hits it nice. I mean, this is a nice shade of crystal blue pearl right here. The wheels are of a black finish, 18-inch rims with 215 width tires. I do like the black body cladding right there around the front and rear wheel arches, as well as the lower side of the body. You do also have blacked out mirror caps with aluminum roof rails up top and a moonroof. Keyless entry is for the front door handles. Gas tank is on the driver's side. Let me show you guys the window sticker real quick. $37,000. Coming around to the rear, you of course do have LED brake lights with halogen turn signals and LED reverse lights. Well, actually halogen reverse lights right there. But of course, you have a dual exhaust setup in the rear. CX-30 all-wheel drive badging. Of course, you have Skyclear G Turbo badging as well. Show you guys the tailgate. It is of course power, being the fully loaded trim. Looking back here, you of course do have 20 cubic feet of space with LED illumination. The seats do fold in a 60-40 fashion. Of course, get a cargo to hide your cargo back here. This cargo cover. Of course, do have some cargo mats, some tie downs right there, as well as a temporary spare tire and a jack and hole kit right there to change that out yourself. Tailgate is of course powered, so you close that to lock the doors as well as put down the tailgate. Let me show you guys under the hood. Pull that. Now, opening the hood of the CX-30, we'll find a 2.5 liter turbo, makes 227 horsepower on pump gas, or if you actually put 93 octane to make 250 horses. It does have 310 pound-foot of torque. You will get 22 in the city, 30 on the highway, and 25 combined. It is connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission to all 4 wheels. Vehicle weight is about 3,500 pounds as this one is equipped. Let me show you guys the interior of the CX-30. We're going to start in the back seats. Sitting in the back seats, I have the seat adjusted a little bit further back than my 5'6" frame would be. Sorry, I have the Invisaligns in, but I literally have about 2 inches of legroom with about 1.5 inches of headroom, which is actually pretty good for a subcompact SUV. Goes to have 2 air vents right there, mat pocket right there. You can of course see the seats when they do fold. Of course, you have 2 cup holders right here, pretty soft touch materials, and some illumination up top. Of course, you do have window controls right there. And I do like the materials of this vehicle. Everything is soft touch right here, up top, and stitched right there. Here's a quick look to the front cabin. You can see right there the moonroof letting in some light. I'll show you guys the driver's seat of the CX-30 where all the action happens. Looking at seat controls, you of course do have a 2-way lumbar support, power back support, as well as bottom support. Lock, unlock, you can see right there the Bose speaker sound system. Windows are automatic for the front and rear. Brake controls, you do have a little bit of storage. 2-person memory seats right there with your tailgate set And then of course you do have a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. Hopping in, you can of course turn off the driver assistance right here on this side by hitting that button. You of course can pull up your 360 camera. So when you hit that button on that side, it'll pull up your trajectory line. So when you turn the steering wheel a little bit like that, you'll see it'll actually change the lines. But you also do have parking sensors as well as a hill descent function. Light controls are on this side. Of course, you have automatic high beams by pushing that button on the end of the stalk. Over here on this side is your wiper controls. Of course, this is your 3-spoke steering wheel. So of course, over here on this side, you do have all your driver assistance technology when you're on the road, which you will try out later. And on this side, you can toggle through your different displays for various different information. You got your speed, driver assistance, and of course, you have a traditional gauge setting right there. Of course, have track forward and back, volume, voice command functions, power rear wiper, cluster illumination. You also do have a clear, crisp headlight display right there. You can't see ahead of you. You'll actually pull up where stop sign is, speed, as well as if you have a driver assistance on, and the speed limit in your area. You see right there also hitting the 360 camera button. When you toggle it to the side, you'll still have your side view mirrors on each side. And it'll go front, rear, and then you hit it again and it'll turn on. Push button start right there. You do have your dual zone climate control. Let me show you guys a quick Apple CarPlay test. So you basically plug it into one of these 2 USB-A ports right there at the bottom.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm like an addict. Do I gotta have it? I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird...
As you can see, the 12-speaker Bose sound system is very clear and crisp. The audio is phenomenal. Kind of do wish the screen was touch, but you basically use the whole dial right here. So you hit the home button. And then basically this is your main screen. So you got your various different information for fuel, radio, as well as vehicle status. Your infotainment for your radio settings. You of course do have AM, FM, Sirius XM radio. It is rewinding, also built-in Pandora. USB connections right there. Communications right there for your phone. You of course do have navigation. So we'll try a quick navigation test. You got all the different views right there. Definitely does take a minute to actually like get used to the whole system, but this is where you really wish that it was actually touchscreen. But let's do this. So basically put up your point of interest and it'll actually pull up your location. So it's basically where the navigation is where I work. So basically I'll just put the navigation in right there and it'll work with no problem at all. One little gripe I do have is I do wish it was touchscreen. You got your vehicle settings right there. For your displays, for your active driver assistance, you can customize the display. For the head-up display right here. Adjustments, navigation, all different various information. Central display right here, as well as the instrument display, which you can hit right there. For fuel settings, so on. Sound settings for the 12-speaker Bose sound system, you can customize that. Driver assistance technology, you can customize the adaptive cruise control, have different audio settings, speed limit signs, and so on. It'll alert you when you do go over the speed limit. Also built-in active safety. This does have lane keeping assist with steering assist. Parking sensors, of course, with automatic emergency braking. And then other various vehicle settings right there. Connectivity and so on. But it is all controlled right here through this rotary dial. Of course, you do have some shortcut buttons for your audio. You your navigation settings or maps, back button if you make a mistake, home button. Of course, you do have your volume knobs right there, track forward and back, and a preset favorite button right there. Down here, you do also have a dual zone climate control with 3-stage heated front seats and a heated steering wheel as well, which is a nice touch, especially today when it's about 30 degrees out. A little bit of storage right there with 2 cup holders, which are a pretty good size. This is your gear shifter right here. So basically, put your foot on the brake for reverse. So you see right there your 360 lines. It does have rear cross traffic alert, neutral drive, manual mode. And then right here, you do also have your drive mode function. So you do have a preset normal mode. And you toggle up for a sport mode right there at the bottom of the display. And you can basically turn it off like that. Automatic parking brake with the auto hold function right there. You have pretty good storage right here. This is where you connect your phone at. You want to get the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to connect. And you do have a 12-volt charger over there on that side with a Qi wireless charging pad right here, which is actually kind of different though. I kind of would have expected like right here, but boom, there we go. See, it works no problem at all. Of course, up top you do have your moonroof controls with LED illumination and a sunglass holder right there. Of course, you do have a garage door opener. But let's go ahead and take the CX-30 for a quick drive and see how she does. All right, we're behind the wheel of the CX-30. This is, of course, the Turbo. First things first, driving, you can't see the visibility out the front, rear, and sides is clear. I can see very good over the hood, as well as at the side mirrors, which are pretty good size, and out the rear as well. Doing the kick it in sport mode for a minute. You guys can't feel that turbo. This really kicks in. Now it makes 310 pound-foot on regular, and then it's 320 on premium gas. Doing try quick acceleration. So we'll just floor it. Now 0 to 60 is about 6.5 seconds, and I have to say it does feel bang on right. You really feel that torque though, all 300 pound-foot of it. You also do have paddle shifters right there, as well as a manual mode. You can use a shifter down here, or use the paddles mounted behind the wheel. Now, all 300 pound-foot of torque is available all the way up to about 5,000 RPM. So it's really down low that you really feel all of the torque. Now, when you do go over 5 grand RPM, you'll feel a little bit of like, it'll taper off a little bit, as well as auto upshift. I have to say, I do like the manual mode. It's actually not bad at all. A couple other things I was impressed with off camera was that the ride quality was phenomenal. It's definitely a nice balance between like luxury as well as mainstream. It's like a nice middle ground right there. The way it's so compliant and just goes over the road very smoothly. Of course, do have steering assist, so if I put that on, you see right there, it gives you a nice shimmy in the steering wheel, and it'll show you right there in the head-up display. I also have to say though too, road noise going at about just under 60 miles an hour. I can't say it is actually pretty refined and quiet. And transmission is also pretty good as well. Definitely be easy able to get that 30 mpg on the highway. The power. That mid-range torque, you can really feel it though. The moment you plant your foot on the accelerator, it just takes off. I do want to try out the adaptive cruise control. And just like any other modern car, adaptive cruise control is very easy to use. Basically hit that and you set it. And of course you can change the following distances right there in the screen. So you got 4, you can go all the way down, 3, 2, and 1. You see adaptive cruise works no problem at all. Of course you have the lane keeping assist, which is good. Brings you right down to a stop. So you got a 360 camera right there with 3 different lines right there. Turn the stand where you got guidance lines to the side. You also do have side view cameras as well mounted under the rear view mirrors. You see right there, we're putting back on the cruise control. I have to say, it definitely must work phenomenal. You can see it clear and crisp right there in your head-up display. You can customize the following distances. Small display is actually 5 following distances or 5 car lengths. Let's toggle that down. Now I do like the 6-speed automatic transmission. It's definitely better than a CVT, which you will find in most vehicles in the segment, as it has more smoother shifting. You don't get a whole bunch of that buzziness that you will get with a CVT, and just has pretty good shifts. And also MPG is good as well. That torque, even going uphill, you can really feel it though. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn the adaptive cruise on. We will try one more acceleration when we get to the bottom of the hill. Try a quick acceleration. Give it a little brake boost. Yep, that definitely feels about 6.5 seconds right there. I do feel that definitely when you let the turbo spool up a little bit with a little brake boost, it'll just definitely take off even quicker. You can see right there, of course, in sport mode, it does actually hold gears a little bit, but we'll go ahead and turn that off. We're still in sport mode, so I want to try a little bit of steering. And I have to say, steering is actually pretty responsive and it is direct. Just a little bit of effort and it just is very pointy and darty. Now, city driving as well as back road driving is definitely where the CX-30 really shines, with phenomenal gas mileage, good packaging, and plenty of amenities. A couple things I do also like about this CX-30 is the clear crisp head-up display, which is very interactive. Of course, you do have your driver assistance as well as navigation information. Of course, you have heated steering wheel as well as 3-stage heated front seats, memory seats right there. And what I really like and is what's really impressive about this CX-30 is the ride quality and the interior materials. This really does have a nice balance, as I stated before, between luxury and mainstream, the way it just feels. And I mean, sport mode definitely does have plenty of power, and it's right in segment with the luxury competitors as well. I also do like the 12-speaker Bose sound system. Definitely is phenomenal. It does have clear, crisp bass as well as quality. Got a pretty good turn in as well. Plus, you also get the whole package right here. So it has pretty good trunk space. I was in a Lexus UX, I believe, about a month ago, and it had about like 17 cubic feet of space. Granted, it is a hybrid, but I honestly like the trunk space as well as packaging of this. And even the backseat legroom is actually impressive. Just have this mover up top, which does let in pretty good light. And I do like the newer styling of the Mazda design. It is pretty nice. But that is going to wrap up my video on the CX-30. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. This is Chris signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.